Okay, here are the answers for the 611 review preview. So the first question says, Erin started with one corner of a figure located at -4, 5 and translated to end at 6, 8. Find out how far the shape moved horizontally. She decided to find the difference between the two x-coordinates. So she wrote 6 minus -4. When Erin simplified, she got 2 as her answer. Is she correct? If not, what's the correct answer? So the answer is no. She is wrong. 6 minus -4 is 10 because you have to change subtraction to addition and become 6 plus 4. Part B says, write another expression to find out how far the shape moved vertically. Simplify both expressions and describe the translation. So 8 and 5, so we're going to do 8 minus 5, which is 3. So that means she moved 3 up. Is where she went. Part C says describe each of the translations below. So we're basically subtracting. So if we did 5 minus 2, 5 minus 3 is 2, which means that we moved 2 to the right. And -9 minus -2 is -7. So we went 7 down. That's how we can describe the translation. For the second one, 6 minus -1 is 7. So we actually went 7 to the right. It went from negative to positive. And we moved 6 down because we went from 4 to -2. -2 minus 4 is -6. So we went 6 down. From 0, 0, so -4, we moved 4 left and 6 down. -2 to +2, we went 4 to the right. And -9 all the way to +9, we went 18 up. 628, use the graph below to draw a triangle with the vertices at 1, 1, 5, 1, and 6, 3. Label this triangle T. So 1, 1 will be right, oops. So 1, 1 is going to be right here. And then 5, 1. It's right there. And 6, 3. So our triangle, we're labeling it triangle T, is right there. So then it says translate or slide the triangle 3 units to the left and 4 units down. Label this triangle A and list the vertices. So you take each point and move it 3 left and 4 down. Start with this one, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is triangle A. And my new vertices, so I'm now at -2, -3. I have one at 3, -1. And I have a point at 2, -3. So then it says reflect the triangle across the y-axis, label this triangle B and list the vertices. So the original triangle, so if it's 1 away on this side, it's going to be 1 away on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would go right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would go right here. So my new triangle, which I'm going to label B, is right there. So to list the new vertices, I now have it at -1, 1, -5, 1, and -6, 3. And then part C says, are the triangles TA and B congruent? That is, do they have the same shape and size? Explain. So the answer is yes. The answer is yes. They moved but didn't change. but the shape stayed the same. Okay, problem 29, change each equation below into y equals mx plus b form. So for this first one, I'm just going to, add 4x to both sides. So I get y equals 4x plus 3. It's going to be my answer. For b, first I have to move the 3x by adding it to both sides. So I get 3y equals 3x plus 9, and then I'm going to divide everything by 3. So I get y equals x plus 3. C, I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides. So I have 2y equals negative 3x plus 12, and then divide everything by 2. So we get y equals negative 3 over 2x, or some people changed it to negative 1.5, which is fine, plus 6. And for D, first I have to distribute the 2. So I get 2x minus 6 plus 3y equals 0. So then I'm going to move the 2x and the 6 over. So I'm going to subtract 2x and add 6. So I'm going to get 3y equals negative 2x plus 6 and divide everything by 3. So I get y equals negative 2 over 3x plus 2. Problem 30, solve the problem below by defining a variable and then writing and solving an equation. So the perimeter of a triangle is 31 centimeters. Sides 1 and 2 have equal length, while side 3 is 1 centimeter shorter than twice the length of side 1. So I made a little chart, and I had side 1, side 2, and side 3. Both side 1 and side 2 are x because they're equal in length, and side 3 is 1 centimeter shorter, so then twice it, so 2x minus 1. I know all together they equal 31, so I'm going to have 4x minus 1 equals 31. Solve for x. So I get 4x equals 32. So x equals 8. So that means that side 1 equals 8 centimeters. Side 2 equals 8 centimeters because they're the same. And then side 3, I double it and subtract 1. So 8 times 2 is 16, minus 1 is 15 centimeters. 31, I am simplifying each expression. So for this first one, I actually cross-reduced the 2 and the 100 and got 1 and 50. So I ended up with negative 73 over 350, which can't be simplified, so it's the answer. You could just be putting these in your calculator though. So this, I'm going to multiply 4 times 3, which is 12. I have 2 numbers past the decimal point, so I'm going to move over 2 spaces, and it's 0.12. For C, I found a common denominator of 45. So 9, so I end up with 5 on the top and 18. So I ended up with 13 and 23/45. And for D, I changed the second one into a decimal. So I had 1.2, negative 1.2 plus a negative 0.6, which is a negative 1.8. For 32, each part A through D represents a different pattern. For each pattern, find the pattern of growth and the number of tiles in figure 0. So in the first one, I realized that my growth was going to be 5, because each time I'm adding 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom, and 1 to this part over here. So I have growth of 5. So it means I'm going back 5 each time. So my figure 0 was going to be positive 3. For B, I know that my figure 0 is positive 3, and my growth, if I make a triangle, it's going up 2, but in a negative direction, so it's negative 2. For C, my growth is 3 because it's in front of x, and my figure 0 is negative 14. My figure 0 is 3 because it tells me right here, and I'm going down by 5 each time, so my growth is negative 5.